In today's video, we are going to dive into a very thought-provoking discussion about the topic sex before or after marriage. Okay, so I'm going to explore with you the reasons and the importance of personal relationships and the reasons also behind these choices. Stay tuned, don't go anywhere. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on your post notifications so you get notified anytime I post. Give me a big thumbs up, like this video, leave a comment, share this video to your loved ones so that we all learn together. Okay, and don't forget to leave your comments, your thoughts in the comment section as well. So let's get right into the video. Swipe. What's up, friends? Welcome back to another video. Today's video is also inspired, okay, or suggested by a subscriber. I left a question tag in my community tag years ago, like a year and some months ago, as you can see on the screen. And I had two questions, which I addressed. The first one, I'll leave it up here: getting married in my 20s and was like how it feels like. So I addressed it up here. I'll leave the link in the cards up here for you to check it out. And the second question was very juicy and dicey to me, so that's why it has taken this long to record this video and answer the question. Okay, so the question was, let me read the question. The question went like, what's your thoughts on sex before marriage and sex after marriage? Okay, so that's what the subscriber asked, and I definitely promised her I want to gather my facts right and come. That's why it has taken me too long. I apologize for the delay. Okay, but first and foremost, I would like to establish that I think sex before or after marriage, as usual, I jotted down some points here which I would like to share. So when I'm looking down, please pardon me, okay? And let's listen to the information. Okay, so I think sex before or after marriage is a personal choice, honestly. You can't shove it in the throat of people. Although we are all grown ups, we all know the good and the bad, it's a personal choice. I also said that some people prefer to wait before marriage, and whilst others feel comfortable to have sex, um, what do you call it, after marriage as well. Yes, others feel they want to explore before they get married. So, what really matters is that both partners communicate effectively and openly and respect each other's boundaries and decisions. That's the most important thing, because it's all about what feels right for you as an individual and as a couple. Okay, so that's the first thing I would like to say. So here there are 10 reasons why people make the decision to have sex before or after marriage. So I'm addressing both side of the coin. Okay, so yeah, so please follow me as I I tell you the reasons why people do or make these decisions. Okay, the first thing I would like to talk about is understanding compatibility. Compatibility, people think it's all about you having the same values, norms, belief systems equally. That's compatibility. But no, I wrote here that waiting until marriage can strengthen the emotional bond between partners. I wrote here that engaging in physical intimacy before marriage can help couple understand the compatibility and sexual chemistry they have, which is important for a healthy relationship. Okay, so physical intimacy, when we talk about physical intimacy, it's about you engaging in sexual stuff. Okay, so understanding compatibility is one of the reasons why people decide to have sex before marriage or after marriage. Please, I hope we are getting me. Yes, so we are getting there. So that is the main reason they want to explore the chemistry and what's not. That's why people decide to do it before marriage or after marriage. Either ways, this it is a reason, because they both try and understand compatibility. Okay, so yeah, this is not big English. Okay, it's just simple that the reason why people decide to have sex either before or after marriage is because they want to understand their compatibility. Okay, on the personal level, right? The second reason is building trust. Waiting until marriage, okay, can strengthen the emotional bond between partners and build a foundation of trust that can enhance the relationship, okay. So, as I said earlier, it's a personal choice, but one reason why people make these decisions is to build trust, especially those who want to wait before they get married to have sex. It builds trust in the partner in a sense that when they get into the marriage, they don't really think about the partner going to cheat on them. Okay, because they feel even when they weren't married or committed to this person, the person or the partner was very loyal to them. So it builds a sense of trust. You don't think outside the box. And it is very important because building trust in marriage is very important. As I mentioned earlier in my previous video about the and Amma will decide to have it after marriage. The fourth point I would like to talk about is emotional connection. Okay, on emotional connection, I wrote that postponing sex until marriage can deepen the emotional connection between partners, focusing on a strong emotional bond first. Okay, so another reason why people decide to have sex before or after marriage is emotional connection, especially those who prefer to have sex before marriage tend to think they'll be more emotionally connected to their spouse as opposed to when they get married before they have sex. Either ways, that is the main reason why people make that decision to either explore the emotional bond before marriage or after marriage. This is very easy to understand, right? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section as well. The third point I wrote is personal choice. Personal choice because ultimately, whether to have sex before or after marriage is a personal decision, as I said earlier. That should be based on individual beliefs, values, comfort. It is essential to prioritize what feels right for you and your partner. So, as I said earlier in the beginning, personal choice is one of the main reasons why people decide to have sex before or after marriage. And in a sense that they want to do things that feels right for them, especially when they are above 18 years and then they are considered adults. So if you're an adult, mostly want to do things that we feel comfortable with or feel right about, okay, because our intuitions work when we are adults, right? Yes, so let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And just a disclaimer and to to chip in, for the stance sex after marriage because sex after marriage um, creates a special sacred bond between you and your partner, okay? And then it also after creates a special and sacred bond within the commitment of marriage. It can enhance the emotional connection and create a unique experience, okay, that is reserved for a lifelong partnership because marriage is till death do us part as Christians. That's what I believe in, and backed by the word of God or scriptures as a Christian that I am, right? Yeah, so that's my take and my thoughts. But let's go to the sixth reason. Once again, my kids are with me, so if you hear any voices, today is a Saturday, so I have both of them with me. So pardon me if you hear any external voices. I'm trying as much as possible to project so that you don't hear their voices. Okay, so the sixth point is cultural and religious beliefs. For many individuals, Cultural or religious beliefs play a significant role in the decision to wait until marriage or for intimacy. Yeah, so with cultural and religious beliefs, that is what informs most of our decisions whether to have sex before or after marriage. Because in our churches and in the mosques as Muslims, the imams and the pastors they teach us the word of God, which says we should keep ourselves holy and pure before we are being married, especially we the ladies. Okay, so that is one thing that really affects our decisions and cultural beliefs as well. The seventh point is emotional well-being. Waiting until marriage can help individuals avoid emotional complications that sometimes arise from casual relationships. Okay, so it gives you a stable emotional well-being because your mental health is intact. You don't get to experience any broken hearts when you have sex with your partner before marriage, and then eventually your husband doesn't get married to you, or your partner doesn't get married to you. Then your emotional health is actually jeopardized, right? So you don't want that. That's why most people decide to do that, to give them a stable emotional well-being. Some people also feel when they have sex before marriage, it helps their emotional well-being as well, and then prevents them from complications, because some people believe when they have sex before marriage, it rather gives them confidence in the person they are going to get married to be sure that everything is intact down there. Yes, so they want to test try before they get married. The eighth point I like to talk about is personal growth. I wrote that some people believe that waiting until marriage allows them to focus on personal growth, goals, and aspirations before committing to a physical relationship. And it's definitely true. As I mentioned earlier in the misconceptions in marriages, this was a point I mentioned that it is important to do your personal growth before you enter into marriage. So it applies here as well, because some people also believe that it is best for them when they decide to have sex after marriage, because it helps them focus on their goals, aspirations, and what do you call it, improve their well-being before they get into any physical relationship. Okay, because they believe having sex or engaging in sexual intimacy before marriage actually, like, the connection actually disturbs you a lot when it will distract them from pursuing their goals and aspirations in life, right? Okay. Now, the last but one point, which is the ninth point, is reduced pressure. Yes, reduced pressure. Waiting until marriage can alleviate the pressure of having to navigate the complexities of physical intimacy and non-committed relationships. This is English, but it's not English. Point is actually clear, because when you involve yourself in sex before marriage, it actually brings like a toll on you. Let me put it in that way. So people decide to also avoid sex before marriage because they believe, having sex with someone is not just sex. Sex is not just sex, right? And so they believe that they not having sex before with the person before marriage will like keep them in a good place. They will not have any spiritual entanglements in future in case they don't get married, which is fair, right? Okay, so now the last point, the last point I would like to talk about is commitment and respect, which is something that is very important in the marriage institution. So by waiting until marriage, couples demonstrate a high level of commitment and respect for each other, setting a solid foundation for their future together. So, commitment and respect is one of the reasons why people decide to either have sex before marriage or after marriage. Okay, by waiting until marriage, it deepens the commitment between the couple, and as I said earlier, deepens the bond and gives them a high level of commitment for their future marriage. Okay, and which is very important when you build trust in your marriage, and then there's commitment and respect. Your marriage is definitely going to go far, right? And so this is the reason why people make these decisions whether to have sex before marriage or after marriage. This study me there's some noise going on. If you hear any noise in this video, please pardon me for that because people are working behind our house, and so that's what the noise is coming from. To wrap it up, I would like to say thank you so much for watching to this very end. You are the real MVP. And I would like to say to you, my lovely crowns, that remember whether you make the decision to have sex before or after marriage, what is important is to respect, have open communication and understanding in your relationship. Until next time, take care of yourself and stay empowered. And I'm going to definitely see you on some other video. Love you all. Peace out. Peace.